Hey folks, it's Nessa from Infinitely Zero's channel here, and feeling much better. Thank you everyone for all the well wishes. And I'm behind on the different videos that I wanted to film and different yarn unboxings. So I'm gonna try to film a few today, and I'll be releasing them. Hi buddy, doggy wants to say hi. And I'll be releasing them over the next few days and weeks. So if you see me wearing the same thing, that's why. I'm also planning to go on a trip next week to a crochet retreat. It's my first crochet retreat. It's with Tiffany Hansen's Crochet Club, and I'm a part of that. I have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, and I'm excited to go on the trip. So with that being said, I have a lot of goodies I've been buying. I know I said I wasn't going to buy more yarn, but I'm really bad at not buying more. I'm really bad about buying yarn. So I say I'm not going to buy any more yarn, and then I go ahead and buy yarn. Oh well. So yeah. So with that being said, there were some good sales. So I did buy some nice kit with some yarn at Mary Maxim. And I had also put in another order for Herrschers, so that's here. So those will be 2 other videos. And I had also bought a yarn box from Crystal from BagODay Crochet that I'm most likely going to do that as a different video because I didn't want to confuse people. Because in this video, I'm actually going to show the mystery box I bought from her. So I thought if I showed the mystery box and then a yarn box, people might get confused as to what was from what box. So to keep it clear, it'll be 2 separate videos. And I wanted to show this nice, wonderful, beautiful thing. Beautiful yarn cake. It's really nice and soft. And it smells good. So thank you very much, Dawn Erin. Dawn Erin actually sent this to me as a present. It's my first sparkly, all those pretty sparkles from the Yarn Arts Flowers Moonlight. So we were talking, everybody was talking about Stanley cakes, and I haven't had any, or I haven't had these either. So she was really sweet and nice enough to send this to me as a present. So yeah, it's a Yarn Art Flowers Moonlight. It's different threads that come together. It's about a 2-weight yarn. I think on here it's classified as a 1-weight, as a super fine. It's 50% cotton, 43% acrylic, 4% metallic polyester, and my doggy decided to play. That was that squeak you heard. It's 260 grams or 9.15 ounces, and it's about 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards. Again, this is Yarn Arts Flowers Moonlight, which are the sparkly ones. Look at that sparkle, isn't it pretty? It's like beautiful red sparkle within the black. With then it transitions into black and red, and then it transitions into red and pink and white, and then red and white, which makes pink. Just very, very pretty. This is color 3282, lot 34. And they listed here recommended crochet hook, a 3mm, or knitting needles 2.5 millimeters, or size US 2. And I think it's hand wash. Oh no, wash in machine, cold water, 40 degrees. Lay flat to dry, don't iron. Yeah, made in Turkey. So that's all of this here. Whoops. Sorry. That's the label info. If you wanted to see it for yourself. This is a color number in case you missed it when I said it, 3282. And this is like the weight info with the specs on there. And again, that's the pretty, beautiful yarn. So yay. Very excited. Thank you so much. It was very sweet of you. So folks, if you haven't already, please click like and subscribe if you like the content of my channel. And if you get a chance, please also check out Dawn Erin Dawn Aaron's Creative Loving Hands, her channel. I'll put a link in the description box below. And she's very talented and does amazing, beautiful things. She does ceramics and she plays with clay. She spins yarn. She dyes beautiful yarn. She also crochets beautiful makes. So, ton of different talents. Definitely multi-talented. And now to show you, so before I do that, I wanted to show I finished the shawl. That was, this was the Herrschers kit, shawl kit, which is the, called Monochromatic shawl. Yes, with their worsted gradients yarn. I've talked about it before on the channel. It's about 489 yards with 100, it's 100% acrylic, machine wash and dryable. This is what it came out looking like for the pattern. So apparently my gauge was a little off, which is why I think it looks a little stiffer, and it actually came out, that's the reverse side, sorry, this is the correct side. It has a pretty, this is one edge and that's the other border. I think it came out kind of small. The pattern calls for 64 inches, but it came out to 53 inches. I mean, it still fits me. It's pretty, but I feel like it could be a little bigger, you know? So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to unravel the last 2 rows and just add more to it so that I can make it bigger or not. You can wear it like that, all different ways you can wear them. So yeah, so I think this yarn worked up very beautifully. This is the, oh, I forgot what color the yarn is, this one. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I can't remember right now. But it's the orange one. Sorry, it's like right here. And of course everything falls. Pumpkin patch. This is how much I had left. The kit came with 2 skeins, and this is how much I had left of one, and I didn't even use the other. And the pattern called for it being 64 inches wide, and mine is 54 inches, so I'm about 10 inches short. I know. Whoops. Oh well. Usually I crochet pretty loosely, so that's not a problem I've had for many years where something was too tight. So yeah. So that's kind of done. And then I decided to do a top that maybe I might take with me for the crochet retreat. So this pattern is actually the Tiffany top. She has the video tutorial on her YouTube site. Sorry, that was bothering me. It has a wrinkle there. This is what I have done so far. It's 2 panels and you sew both panels together. So this is one of the panels. So I did all this. It works up pretty quickly. I'm still not completely sure if I like the color for me, because it has a lot of pink in it, but it is pretty. This is the yarn. I know there's like so much orange behind me. It's hard to see. I was like, maybe if I put it against the gray. But yeah, so it's kind of like a pink that goes into orange that has tan mixed in throughout. And then I have this little, this section done for the second panel. And of course I have like all the yarn labels for this yarn everywhere. And then when I go to do the video, I can't find it. This is Ice Yarns. There we go. It's Ice Yarn Lorena Batika DK yarn. And I think it's like the orange multi. I don't have the number with me. That's on the bag, which is inside the room where I keep the yarn. It's 50% acrylic, 50% cotton, and each donut comes with 115 meters, and it's classified as a DK weight yarn. It's really nice and soft. It's really pretty. They have other color combinations. I had bought it. I hadn't used it before, so I'm pretty excited. My other option was maybe to use this one. This one is actually called Baby Cotton from Ice Yarns. And it's also very nice and soft, and it's just this beautiful burgundy color. So I had considered that. If I have enough time, maybe I'll make a second top. I don't know yet. I'll see how it fits and how I feel. Usually I don't like making a pattern more than once. But yeah, so this is the top, and that'll be the bottom, and then you sew both parts together to have a shirt, something like that, I think. I think will kind of be what it looks like. So, now for the goodies, the mystery box. So exciting. So exciting. So, you know, I tried to like close the box again, but I couldn't. So great packing, Crystal. She's really good at doing that. Had like stuffing jammed, packed the box. So yeah, so these are the goodies that are in the box. This is one skein of everyday worsted premier yarn, anti-pilling. I actually haven't tried this one yet. This is the really red color, just a really beautiful color. It's a category 4 weight yarn, 100% anti-pilling, 180 yards, 165 meters, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, machine wash and warm, tumble dry normal. Tested against a bunch of different chemicals. That's what the label looks like. Like that. And then again, I said the really red color, and it's really, really nice and soft. Yeah. I got this cool, I remember Crystal talking about it, a marshmallow pies. I've never had this before. This is the color. Look at that beautiful color. And the colorway is called I'm Yacht Leaving, which I thought was cute. It's a DK weight yarn. I think it's from overseas. It's from Europe. I can't read that small from what country it's actually from. It's 150 grams or 5.3 ounces, 540 meters or 590 yards, 100% acrylic, machine washable. And it's a DK weight yarn. They mentioned 4mm knitting needles or 4mm crochet hook. Machine wash up to 30 degrees Celsius and lay flat to dry. So those are the specs. And again, that's what it looks like. So it's like a light kind of sage green that goes into like a soft white with a sky light blue with a little bit of a medium blue with a second tone of blue, like a denim, and then a navy in the middle. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then it changes back to those colors in there. So that's cool. So yeah, and it's very nice and soft. Very pretty. It's a good amount for one cake. It's like the size of a mandala. It reminds me of their baby in Wishing Well, that color, but that's what their color used to be similar to. So there were two of these, the Willow Yarns Wheels. Never had these before. These are from Herrschers. I think they stopped selling them. I think they're discontinued now. But very pretty color. Actually, this other side is prettier. We'll show this side. So it has some yellow green with some orange and some minty green with a darker jade green, which is very pretty. Color name is Paisley. Color number is 8. It's 70% acrylic, 30% wool. Hand wash, lay fat to dry. It's a DK weight yarn. They recommend 3.75 millimeter knitting needles and the same 3.75 millimeter crochet hook, F5. I have no idea how much is in here. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. It's like right on the front of the label. Net weight is 4.9 ounces or 139 grams, 377 yards or 345 meters. You see it's there in the front, really little. So if you could read that. And then that's the color name. And then that's all the label info blurb stuff, in case you missed it. So this was awesome. This is actually my first Noro hank. Wow, thank you. I know it's pink, but that's okay. It's like this beautiful hot pink color. Even though like usually don't use pink, but I do use it to make stuff for my friends. But yeah, but this one I'll keep because it'll be my first Noro. This one's actually really nice and soft. It's just really, really pretty. It's like, wow. Has a little bit different thicknesses there and very soft. This is called Kaishiru Kuru? Sorry for the mispronouncing. And if you guys don't know, Noro is very expensive yarn from Japan. This is 40% silk, 30% wool, 20% cashmere, and 10% polyamide. It's 165 meters. It's a worsted category 4 weight yarn. They recommend an 8 to 10 size knitting needles. US 7-8, I think. And maybe that's a 4.5 to 5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm gonna assume this is hand wash. That's just what I would do with it. I'd have to look up the symbols again. Ooh, it says the world of nature, be free from existing concepts and limitations, pursue the image in our minds. From the founder, Eisaku Noro, who's already passed away. Natural fiber, the fiber is hand selected and inspected by the master, Eisaku Noro, from the most reliable and ethical suppliers. Fibers are never treated with acids or harmful chemicals. They are gently spun to preserve original qualities and characters. They create asymmetric patterns and complex colors to mimic the beauty of nature that surrounds you. The natural process. Wabi Sabi embraces natural imperfections. The harmony of natural variation and original characters of fibers are preserved and delivered onto your hands. So that's what the label looks like. Very cool. That's what the back of the label looks like. Again, in case you guys don't know, these are very expensive. And that's what the inside looks like. So, very cool. And then continuing on, I had two of these. Pretty and Pima, finest Peruvian Pima, cotton Pima. It's like Pima cotton. It's a beautiful wine color. It's 3.52 ounces, 100 grams, 184 yards, or 170 meters. 4 medium weight yarn, worsted. I think it's machine wash cold, or don't machine wash it and hand wash it. 4.5 to 5.5 millimeter knitting needles, and hook, crochet hook is a US I9 5.5 millimeters up to a K 10.5 6.5 millimeters. The color is claret. So that's all the specs on it. It's Ella Ray. It's really pretty. It's really soft. Very, very soft. So yeah, so there was two of those. Thank you so much, Crystal. I love the box. It's really great. But I knew it would be great, so. Have a cool skein of yarn of Bohemian Romance limited edition yarn from Herrschers of their Worsted 8 Bohemian line. It's kind of like a darker wine color. Below, this is 100% acrylic, 489 yards, 8 ounces, 2.26 grams, or 448 meters. And again, they recommend an I9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, or US size 7 needles. So that's all the blurb. This is the same specs for the Gradients yarn too. And this colorway is Marsala, in case you wanted to see that. So then we have these beauties. They're so pretty. I just have to hold them. There's 3 of these and 2 of these beautiful ones too. Oh my gosh, they're like so soft. I just want to lay down with them. This beauty, it's nice. I think it's like a DK weight yarn maybe, or a sport weight. I'm not sure. This is 100% baby alpaca made in Peru. This is my first full alpaca. The shawl I showed, which was alpaca, was an alpaca acrylic mix, but this is my first like full on baby alpaca, and oh my gosh. It's made in Peru. It's by Amano Eco Puna. And 100 grams or 250 meters, 273 yards. It says alpaca has the widest range of natural colors in the world. Eco Puna is Amano's efforts to reserve this unique range of tones. The yarn is baby alpaca presented in certified natural melange shades. Oh, there is the knitting needles and stuff. It's crochet hook F 4 millimeters, and I think a size 6 knitting needles. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. So that's what the label looks like. And I have 2 of these in the box. I'm gonna mess the other side. And it's from AmanoYarns.com. Which is, Amano is to do something by hand, like handcrafted. So that's actually pretty cool. It's a really cool yarn label name. So yeah, so it's those 2. And then this is also from them, which is very pretty. It's 3 of these. Whoop, whoop, come back, come back. My hank is undoing itself. And this is Mayu, also from Amano. 60% royal alpaca, 20% cashmere, and 20% silk, made in Peru. That's why it's so wonderful. And this one also calls for the same size hook and knitting needles. So I'm gonna say like a DK weight, I think. And these are 50 grams or 109 yards each hank. It says dip dyed, imitating a dyeing technique used by the Incas. Mayu and Quechua, the native language of the Incas, means river. All colors are dip dyed. Cool. So this is river. And it's just really beautiful. I don't know what the color name is. Oh, color 2006. So this is beautiful, like burgundy, purple, like purpley burgundy color. And this other one, the color, sorry I didn't say it before, was 9009. Oh, so nice. Thank you, Krista. Then there's this really cool cotton. It's peacock, Bendigo cotton. I've never had this one either. It's hand wash. Warm, rinse well, do not rub, normal spin, do not tumble dry, dry lay flat in shade, dry cleanable 30 degrees Celsius. This is actually from Australia. How cool is that? And this is approximately 360 meters, 200 grams, 10 ply, cotton peacock. Peacock must be the color. And it's 4.50 millimeter knitting needles. So I would say like a 5 probably for a crochet hook. So it's probably a worsted 4, and it's 100% cotton. I would say that's probably like a 4. Like a light 4, maybe. Maybe a 3. It's very nice. It's very soft. Next, there was a pack from Ice Yarns, 1, 2, 3, 4, of Silk Merino DK Brown. I've never had this either. That's the number, 57665 in brown. It is 35% silk, 65% merino wool, 50 grams or 140 meters. They recommend 4 millimeter US 6 knitting needle size. And it sort of has like a multi-color to it. It's sort of like heathered. It's like a heathered brown. Made in Turkey. It's not super soft, but it's not scratchy either. So it's sort of in between. It's nice. It's on the softer side for a wool. I've had scratchier wools before. The other next ice yarn is Denim Pink, number 64562. And these are, it might help if it wasn't upside down, 80% cotton, 20% acrylic. 50 grams, 130 meters. It's a fine 2-weight sport yarn. They recommend a size 3 to 4 millimeter knitting needle, US 3, I think, or 6. Let's open this up so you can see it. It's actually pretty cool because it has this like washed look for it. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 skeins of this, which was 130 meters. So that's a good amount. A little more than 900 yards, I think. I'd have to do the math for that to be exact. It has a little bit of a halo to it, not much. It's nice and soft. It's softer than the Silk Merino DK. It doesn't really feel like a cotton. It feels more like an acrylic. So that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's interesting. I've never used it before. I think it'd make a nice top. I think it might be a little on the warmer side though. So maybe something that's lacy goes for a top. And then last but not least, 3 pounds. I know, right? It's like a bottomless box. It's like a TARDIS where you just, it's just bigger on the inside. So 3 cakes of these. These are really pretty. Let's open one up. Yay, it's a resealable bag. That makes me happy. It's a Karen baby cakes. I've never had these. Ooh, it's really pretty color. It's like a beigey tan with a light purple with a darker gray. It's like a gray beige and then a white. And then that same variation in the middle. The lighter gray in the middle. It's 3.5. Oh, and it's soft too. It's I mean, obviously not as soft as the baby alpaca, but it's nice and soft for an acrylic. The colorway is called Dreamy Violet. It's 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 231 yards or 211 meters, 82% acrylic, 18% nylon, machine washable and dryable. It's a worsted category 4-weight yarn, so it's recommended 5mm US 8/8 knitting needles or an H8 5mm crochet hook. I have a cute blanket on here, but it's knit. And they say that takes five balls, but of course you need less yarn for knitting. And this is the specs. And it's just really pretty. So I guess with the 3 of those, this is 230 yards. That's a little more than 700 yards. That's nice. I can almost do a baby blanket. I mean, you could do one, and then if you need a little more, I can always, you know, it's really easy to find any of these colors, right? Like a white or even a darker purple for a border or a darker gray. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks everyone for watching. Please click like and subscribe. I know I already said that if you like the content on my channel. And also, if you haven't already, I suggest you check out Crystal BagODay Crochet site. I'm pretty sure you've already checked it out and seen it, and she has a lot of subscribers, but in case you haven't, you should. And yeah, she's really nice. She's really sweet. She loves to talk about yarn. She does great yarn videos, and she does a ton of wonderful, great tutorials and bunch of patterns on there. the video tutorials for free. She has like more than 3,000 videos and thousands of different video tutorials for different crochet patterns. Sorry, that was like a mouthful that I was all trying to say everything at once. All my words were coming out at once. So that's everything. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, that's it. So I'll try to get all that recorded when I get a chance and release it slowly with some other cool videos. So, okay, folks, thanks. Have a good night. Bye.